Welcome to the HR Happy Hour Work Break. You're here with Trish and Steve. Hey, Steve Bose.
Trish, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you.
Good. You look like you were just in a great mood today.
Yes, of course. My normal.
Can I get what I was thinking?
Ebullient mood.
I actually looked this up because we were just on a top secret call. We're not going to say who we recorded with, but we did
You cannot say that.
I know, but I love that. But we did a really good podcast recording just a minute ago, and you were just unusually happy. So I thought it must be because it is National Peanut Brittle Day.
Whoa, I was unaware. I'm a fan. I am a fan. I don't have any available to me at the moment, but I should get some.
I'm not very good at making it, but you know who is? Eric Weingartner, our friend, is like the best peanut brittle creator on the planet. So shout out to Eric on National Peanut Brittle Day. It is also for any of our listeners. We have global listeners, as you know, and it is National Australia Day. So
cheerio
to our Australian
good day
listener, and also India Republic Day.
Wow.
So it's a big day globally, but here in the US, we're celebrating National Peanut Brittle Day. So
well, and I know yesterday, Trish, was National Plan Your Vacation Day. I read.
Really?
I think that's maybe a little bit of a fake day, probably made up by like Expedia or Airbnb or something like that. But still, a good thing to think about vacation.
It feels like this is the good time of the year, though, where you should start planning your vacation, right? So you're starting to think about when is school over. If you have kids, you're starting to think about like when are you wanting to take that break, whether it be May, June, July. So I can see that. I can see it's National Vacation Planning Day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Hey, I saw a story. It's not about vacationing, but it is about travel.
Okay.
It's about travel for a message in a bottle. Have you ever done a message in a bottle when you were a kid?
I don't think so. I don't think I ever actually placed a message in a bottle and tossed it into the ocean or the river.
I always wanted to. We talked about it in elementary school. In your bathtub? Yeah. No, but just when, you go to the ocean or something and you would put a message in a bottle and it would turn up somewhere. So interestingly, there has been a bottle that was put into the ocean or into the water, I should say, in 1996 off of Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
And it has taken 25 years to be discovered in Norway, 800 miles like northeast.
Okay.
So it traveled a long way. But the woman who found it, because of social media, I guess she found it back in 2000. Listen to me. She found it in 2020.
Okay.
And she went on Facebook to try and find this woman who wrote the message in the bottle. So it took a couple years for the woman to get found and get back to her. But now they have connected via social media. And the woman is now a doctor in Australia. So Happy Australia Day to the woman who wrote the message in the bottle. But I don't know. I thought that was really
unique. Do we know what the message said? Anything about the contents of the message?
We do. Well, she was like 8 or 9 at the time she wrote it. So it was about how she did not like boys. Boys were not okay. But she really liked sweets.
Wise.
So that was the key. I'm with her. I feel like sweets, yay, boys, no.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Yeah.
Anyway, but I was just amazed that something, like that would be found 25 years later. But I guess you never know. She forgot she did it.
As one would. Yeah. That many years. I don't remember what I had for breakfast like an hour and a half ago. So, yeah.
Anyway, so what's new with you? What have you been reading about, hearing about, thinking about?
Yeah. So I was, I've got some more kind of boring work things, but I was reading this story about these 2 hospitals, Trish, in Wisconsin, northern or northeast Wisconsin. One is called Theta Care. The other one's called Ascension. And so here's what happens, right? 7 Theta Care workers, right? Various roles, nurses, lab techs, et cetera. 7 of them resign their jobs at Theta Care. They accept jobs at Ascension.
Oh, okay.
7 of them, right? Ascension sues to block these folks from starting their new jobs at Ascension. Theta Care sues, and a county court grants a stay against a restraining order, essentially blocking the 7 employees from starting their new jobs. And the county court says, that until ThedaCare, I'm kind of cutting out a little bit of the story for time purposes, but they basically say you can't start these new jobs until ThedaCare can backfill these roles. And then you can go start your new jobs, right? It's crazy, right? Can you believe that?
That's crazy.
Ascension appeals that ruling or takes it to the state court, and the state court lifts the stay basically, and allows the employees to start their new jobs. And basically, in the piece I read, it was I think it was in Bloomberg, maybe Business Week. I was reading this, that the workers basically said, "Hey, these are better deals. The pay is better, the benefits are better, the life work balance is better, and we're gone, we're out." So I thought that was incredible, though, that an employer, look, and I know, and ThedaCare's kind of argument to the court was, hey, COVID's going crazy in our community. This is really going to impact not just our business, quote unquote, but our ability to care for our patients.
The health of the,
which kind of stinks, right? Sure, it does, right? There's still crises in a lot of areas of our country in the healthcare systems, but I just thought it was crazy that, like, in this day and age where basically companies can kind of do whatever they want, right? That, like, these 7 employees just want to go and get a better job for their circumstances, and an employer goes to court to block them. So I'm glad that they're able to get that resolved. I thought that was kind of an interesting story.
Yeah, I was gonna say, last I checked, this was America, where you're actually allowed to quit your job and get a new one. So
last I checked, Trish, absolutely.
Yeah, I know, right? So that is strange. I feel like there's got to be more to the story somehow. Were they under contract, or like were they? I don't know.
Well, I just think too, like, in an environment, like, I don't know, I didn't look up Wisconsin. We can have our labor lawyer friends check that out for me. But, Wisconsin, my guess would be, is probably an employment at will state, which basically means, right, you can be fired for anything at any time or nothing. You can just be fired for any reason other than, like, if you're in a protected class and things like that. There's some carve outs for it, right? But if you can be fired for
leave your job, right? You have the right to quit your job. So
exactly. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
ThedaCare needs to, that just shows you the kind of culture they have. If they are so happy over someone wanting to leave it, imagine what it would be like to work for it. Right? I think the way you treat people when they leave your company, whether you have let them go or whether they are choosing to leave, but the way that you treat them from the moment that you know they're leaving, it says a lot about the character of the people that run that company, about the culture of that company. And sometimes you can really see why someone would want to leave a company. Obviously, you're going to leave your job and now they're going to sue you. No, not okay.
It's probably not a great advert for getting those 7 roles backfilled either, by the way, that this story broke.
Who would want, like, who made that decision? Like, okay, we've lost these people. Now we're going to go public and sue them. Yeah, no one's going to want to work there.
Yeah, I don't think they sued the 7 people individually. I think they sued the other employer, like the competitor hospital. Yeah. Right.
But again, you've got to be able to go to work where you want to work. Anyway, all right. Well, someone can weigh in, I guess, if they have a different view or more to the story, but that's a weird one.
Yeah.
Anyway, anything else, or are we done for today?
Well, I just wanted to mention we dropped a show with ServiceNow. Gretchen Allerkin came back to the HR Happy Hour show and joined us. That show dropped yesterday. It's all about communication and engagement and kind of using technology tools to adapt and meet employees kind of where they are with information, resources, and support. It's Gretchen, right? She's been on the show 6-7 times now, probably one of our longtime favorite guests, and she was great. That show dropped yesterday. We've got so much good stuff coming, but the Top Secret show we just recorded, we have 2 or 3 other shows already recorded that haven't run yet. So it's been a really fast start to the year, I think, and an exciting one. And it's good to kind of be back in the swing of things in the first month of 2022.
Yeah, it's been fun. And we actually have a lot coming in the next month around both this show, the HR Happy Hour podcast. We've done a whole lot of planning. So some big, exciting changes coming to all of the audience. So we'll have you stay tuned for that.
I've got new glasses I'm working on.
Oh, those are very nice. I like those. I feel like every time. Wait, are these some that you we helped you pick on the work break? Remember, you did some trying on.
Yeah, I did. These are not actually any of those pairs, as it turns out.
Now, see, you make me and the audience feel like we are not valuable to you. Our opinion doesn't count.
it counted. It just did count as much as my own opinion, as it turns out.
That's fair. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not asking your opinion on my glasses either. So
They're lovely. Thank you.
anymore, I just want to be able to see the actual computer when I'm talking.
And I missed this on Monday. Congratulations, Trish, to your Chiefs, your Kansas City Chiefs. I know you're a fan of, who had a thrilling victory at the weekend to advance to the AFC Championship game this coming Sunday. So that will be an exciting day of sporting contests here in America next Sunday.
It will be. And that game was insane. First of all, let's just say that all 4 of the games that day were like nail biters down to the last play, right? And that one especially, it just went back and forth. That fourth quarter was just a slugfest in terms of who was going to win that. And there's lots of controversy about that, right? Because it came to overtime, coin toss, who got it? I know.
Coin toss. So stupid.
We could debate that on your sports podcast that you do, but anyway,
that later. All right.
The Chiefs are in. One thing I will say, I made a big mistake because as soon as it was like halfway through, I'm thinking they're going to win this. I'm going to buy my tickets now to go
to the Super Bowl or to the AFC Championship game?
No, to the AFC Championships. Okay. I did look at Super Bowl tickets, and at the time, the least expensive was like $7,700. I'm like, hey, not
reasonable. Okay.
I can't do that. But anyway, I looked and I could still get them for about $250 a piece. And I was kind of like, ooh, do I do it? Because I needed to buy like 8 of them. So I'm thinking like, okay, that's a lot of money to sit in the top of, Arrowhead. But when I finally decided like, okay, I think I might do this.
7 other freeloaders. Make them like buy their own ticket. Go ahead.
No, but when I thought, oh, I'm finally maybe going to do this, they were already up to $450 a piece. I'm sure they're far beyond that now, but yeah, so I missed my window of opportunity.
Right. Well, maybe someone will help you out.
Very good. All right. Hey, everyone. Thank you for taking a break with us as usual. And we will see you back here on Friday. Have a great day.